Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition. This is right where we left off in the pawn shop. And we're just going to get right back down to business. With that diamond, we can now do what we need to do in the pub that we saw earlier. So we walk a little ways down the street. Now this pub's actually where the end of the game is, but we have to make two trips here. First we walk up and talk to the bartender, and he gives us a phone number. Then we walk over, scan this guy. McCoy wakes him up. Apparently either got knocked out in a bar brawl or he drank himself stupid. Anyway, he has counterfeit money plates, and he wants the diamond. So, go to your inventory, give him the diamond. Now we can leave here. We have to come back, but it won't be for a while. There's no point. I know, although, see, there's only one place we can go from here. We've done everything we can without everything we can to advance the plot up to this point. Go up and talk to the chief of police. I'm guessing he's the chief because he's the only guy here. Yeah, the rest of them got killed, I don't know. But you hand him the plates. Now, if you go over to the west, there's a building right next to the police station. It's a print shop. If you try to come in here earlier, there'll be someone blocking this door. I forget whether it's one guy or two, but the point is you can't get in. Now there's a lock on this door. And I forgot an item. I made a checklist and everything, and I forgot to put that item on the checklist. It's literally the smallest thing that you find in the game. And because I was trying to make a beeline right for certain stuff, I passed it. Now I have to remember where it is. Right here. It's a hairpin. Fortunately, it wasn't too far out of the way. Okay. Yeah, spoiler alert, hairpin's how you pick the lock. So, first, you use the hairpin. Now, Spock says we need something to turn the lock while picking it. Apparently, he doesn't realize that hands can grasp and turn a doorknob. But apparently, we have a bone to pick the lock with. Not a very clever play on words, but it's there. This is the counterfeit operation. It is being run out of a printing shop right next door to the police station. These must be the worst cops in the world. I mean, they obviously had enough evidence as to where the place, where the place was and what they were doing. But now that we have some cash, we need to make a phone call. But the fact that they needed the plates to go make the bust, it just boggles the mind. Okay, first you go to the phone and you use the coins out of your inventory. Now you have to go to your inventory again and use the number the bartender gave you to call Oxmix. The walkie-talkie is actually the communicator, and he wants to talk to us about it. So we now need to head south. And we can enter his place. This guy says something, but I'm going to skip it. Now, Oxmix had the communicator, but apparently one of the rival gangs stole it, and now it keeps getting passed around like a bag of Doritos. And he says he can set up a meeting with Krakow up in the northeast. And he's got some business to attend to. So, start heading east. And way up in the corner is the building we need to go into. This is Krakow's place, and now this guy will let you in. And Krakow's shrugging like Dustman from Mega Man 4. And he tells us that Bonehead Malone owns the communicator, and we can meet him in the back room of the Weasel to play a game of Fizbin. Well, I guess they're playing Sabak in another galaxy, so we had to come up with something for our own. So we have the cash, we have the cards, so now we can get into the game. Now, I screwed this up twice before, but this time I know exactly what I need to do, and I'll be able to get us out of here. No, not hit the select button. Go into the inventory. First, you gotta show him the money, otherwise he won't even talk to you. Now you say no, because if you say yes, he just deals the cards and he'll win every time. Instead, you go to your inventory and use the marked cards. He agrees to use them. He deals 4 cards. Kirk picks the winning card, of course. Kirk gets the communicator back, and we've just won the game. Now we just watch the little ending scene, and we'll be able to finish this in plenty of time. So, now Spock here is wondering if our decision to alter history went against the ideals of destiny or something like that. McCoy's shocked that a Vulcan admits in believing in destiny, and of course Spock has a logical retort. I could actually see these actors having this conversation on set. Honestly, if DeForest Kelley and James Doohan were still alive, the entire original cast could do voiceovers for this game, and not a bit of it would be out of character. I mean, that's how good the dialogue is. I'm sure it had to be written by Trekkies. That's the only thing. The only mistake made in this game was them typing out Leonard J. McCoy instead of Leonard H. McCoy. Then again, it could have been an honest typo. I mean, if they're, even back in 91, computer keyboard hadn't changed since the old typewriter, so could have, and H and J are right next together, so it could have easily been that sort of mistake that just wasn't caught. So we set a course back for home, which I'm guessing is Earth. See the Enterprise zipping off, and that's the end of the game. It takes us back to the title screen, and it just loops from there. You can go to the menu and start a new game, or enter a password, or whatever. But that's the end of it. So I thank you for sitting with me through all of this. I know I'm new at this, and I'm making a lot of mistakes. I don't think I'll ad-lib my commentary anymore. I think I'm actually going to start scripting my Let's Plays, or at least having a guideline to use. I brought up the password screen so it wouldn't loop back to the title. But once again, I'd like to thank Nintendo Capri Sun and Deceased Crab for inspiring me to do this, and Nintendo Capri Sun for basically telling me about Record Pad and the Diamond VC500 through his profile and his instructional video. And both he and Deceased Crab are fantastic Let's Players. If you haven't checked either one of them out, I suggest you do so. They're like my two favorites on YouTube, and I honestly can't pick a favorite between them. Their styles are radically different, but they're just as entertaining. And without them, I wouldn't have had the courage to start this. In fact, Nintendo Capri Sun was the very first Let's Player that I ever ran across. And before this runs too long in the tooth, I would like to thank one last time my best friend, Digiranma, for all the support he gave me in this endeavor. He basically kept me sane through the whole thing. So, Digi, just thanks for everything, man. And I guess lastly, I'd like to also give a shout out to Empolo18 and to Donna Bells, who I think has the cutest voice on YouTube. The two of them also helped inspire me. So I guess I better cut this off before I start thanking every Let's Player I've ever seen, or every video maker I've ever seen. So, that ends this Let's Play. I'm going to be starting my next one soon. I'd hoped to start on it tonight, but I'm putting all further Let's Plays on hold until I get another editor, because I'm not going to mess with this again. So, this is Kamen Rider Gumo, signing off. Good night, and good luck.